Before I start, I want to talk about the intro. Some will undoubtedly view that intro as biased towards one side of the political spectrum or another. This is part of the problem with our democracy. People always want to attribute everything people talk about in regards to politics as biased. I am aiming as much as possible to be neutral and purely objective in every video, including videos that delve into the realm of politics. My personal political views are of someone that truly dislikes both major political parties, and in doing so, I am not afraid to call their side out when they're in the wrong. Many on this platform claim to dislike both parties, but in the end, they tend to still favor one side heavily. That is not what I'm aiming to be. I'm aiming for neutrality as much as possible, even though it really is impossible for a human to be completely neutral. Biases almost always enter into the discourse, no matter how hard one tries to avoid them. All I can do is assure you that I'm going to try as hard as I can to be neutral and objective. With that out of the way, let's talk about why U.S. democracy, in my view, is in serious trouble. In this first video, I'm going to present the objective evidence that shows the decline. The intro to this video showed a lot of anecdotal evidence, but this channel is about objective evidence, so that will always be the focus. There are several democracy indexes that have history dating back as far as the 1940s. The following are the sources of some of the notable ones: Economic Intelligence Unit, Freedom in the World, Freedom House, and the V-Dem Institute. There are some others, but I have found the rating criteria questionable in some of them. The one that is the most popular is from the Economic Intelligence Unit. This index uses a scoring system that combines 60 different indicators to determine a democracy score. The methodology is sound. The only issue I have is that it only has history going back to 2006. For this video series, I want to explore the long-term trends that have caused this decline, so the index from the V-Dem Institute is the one that we will focus on. I want to see the longer-term trends so we can get into the details regarding the causes and the start of this decline. It is nice to see the time periods where we had the biggest decline, or when democracy peaked, so to speak. I researched the criteria that V-Dem uses, and I think this is a reliable, objective chart that shows how our democracy has evolved over time. When we look at this chart, we can see the US made great increases from 1960 to 1980. And this makes sense considering the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the overall movement towards a democracy for everyone, not just for some. It is also clear to see a leveling off around 1980, and that we are currently in freefall. The pace of the current decline is not what democracy proponents want to see at all. The goal of this video series is to peel apart the layers to find the causes of this flattening and later decline, and to search for potential solutions. The causes are many, complex, and we can't cover every single one. We will hit on the major causes starting in the next video. The public's trust in their government is paramount to a healthy democracy. In this chart from Pew Research, it is very clear to see a strong downtrend in public trust in democracy and current levels near the lowest in history. In the 1960s, trust was high, but since then, trust has steadily declined. It is no secret that income inequality has been increasing steadily since 1980. How does this affect our democracy? Well, it certainly contributes to the distrust of government. The causes of this will be laid out in future videos, but is further evidence of our democratic decline. Polarization in America is clearly a problem and is getting worse. I will present plenty of evidence as to the potential origins of this polarization in the next few videos. I think I have presented plenty of objective evidence that U.S. democracy is indeed in serious trouble. In the next couple of videos, I will get into some of the causes of this decline. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.